There was a recent study done on skinny kids and obese children. Dun, dun, dun. And they studied their
gut microbes, aka their poop. We noticed that 96.9% of you guys are not subscribed, and 3.2% are. So to the 3.2% that are, we love you.
For the 96.9% of you who are unsubscribed, we would love it if you would join us in this very, very meaningful conversation. That is our mission and our life's work. The secret to curing childhood obesity just might be hidden there. In case you haven't been on a playground lately, or maybe you haven't been to the beach, you haven't been out and about, you might notice there are a lot more overweight children out and about.
So 1 in 3 children today are obese.
Dr. Lustig taught us that the top fast food restaurant in this country, we're like, oh, what could that be? And it is elementary schools. That is pretty shocking. So these kids are on what Dr. Means and her brother talk about is like these kids are on an IV of chemicals basically that make them lifelong customers. And we're seeing that in action right now. It is like a genocide. And that is a huge problem for our future. In Japan, although obesity is ticking up, it is nowhere near 75% of their childhood population. Our future looks grim, folks, unless we can turn this ship around. I don't believe it's only in our genes. I believe it has a lot to do with our lifestyle and what we're eating. Now, we want to tell you about what this study uncovered because it's pretty fascinating. When they looked at the poop of the skinny kids and the overweight children, they were looking for differences, and boy, oh boy, did they find them. I'm not going to bore you with the long, boring details of which bacteria they found and which bacteria they didn't find, but what you need to know is that they were different. Why are they different? Because they eat different things. Because their body composition is different. And you also, if you're struggling with obesity and you're trying to lose weight, you will also find differences between your gut microbiome and somebody who's skinny. Now, that doesn't mean we all need to go out and get fecal implants. Please, that's not the solution. Because guess what? Even if you get a skinny person's implant into your gut microbiome, it might work for a little while, but you're gonna have to keep it up because everything you eat goes into your gut and then it creates bacteria. And those bacteria crave more bacteria because those bacteria just want to live. I don't blame them. But you can control what you put in your mouth and in your mind, and in your mouth even more importantly, because it actually dictates what is in your mind.
I just thought it was fascinating that they were actually doing a study on gut microbes in children. As a whole, we're not really educated on the gut microbiome in general.
It's true, but I'll tell you right now, when they're looking at over $4.3 trillion in direct medical costs, insurance companies have got to turn this ship around. We have got to lose the weight. We've got to get it under control because no one really wins in this equation except for the pharmaceutical companies and the food companies. And so I'm all about, human potentiality, freedom, health, joy, happiness, all the things that we were born to have. And they're right here in our hands. But we do have to protect our children. We have to do 3 things to help our children have healthier gut microbiomes because Penelope was a super healthy kid. And then one day she decided she loved
Goldfish.
And cake at birthday parties and pizza at our friends' houses. And then it was just one thing after the next, and she became a food addict.
At 6 years old.
And then it just built and built and built. And I was totally blindsided, and you might be as well. And I think we need to protect our children. I think we need to get involved at our schools, and we need to have less, if not eradicate processed food from our schools. It doesn't make you smarter. It doesn't make you fitter. And it certainly doesn't put good microbes in your gut microbiome. So what you eat, you crave. And if you eat more good things, you're gonna crave more good things. So know that, in case you're wondering if you're gonna miss your Ho-Hos or your Twinkies.
Your Ho-Hos.
Yeah, no, that's like Dunkin'
I've never heard
Donuts.
anyone say it like that.
Oh, I think it's from my generation.
It's your generation.
Yeah, it's a total my generation thing, like honey buns and Ho-Hos and Twinkies and yeah.
Those are old stuff.
Yeah, what do you eat today?
I don't eat any of it, so I have no idea.
Well, no, it's Sour Patch Kids.
Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
Or
Burger
Flamin'
King.
Hot Cheetos are like a really big thing.
Doritos, Frito-Lays.
Potato chip, Cheez-Its, Goldfish,
In-N-Out Burgers here in
Diet
California. Yeah.
Diet Coke is a silent killer.
Let's not even get into that one. We should do a whole episode on excitotoxins and aspartame. That's another topic altogether.
Yeah.
Do you know if you drink too much Diet Coke, you will start to sweat brown?
Ew. What study? I want to know about that. What study does that?
It's not a study. It's a friend of mine happened to my friend of mine.
Ew. Anecdotal experience.
Yeah, they drank over 2 liters of Diet Coke a day.
Ew. Did they stop after that?
After a while, yeah. But they actually have a brain tumor now.
From the Coke? Speculations.
Speculation.
Okay.
But I think it's related.
I do too.
Anyway,
Why would someone want to drink a brown chemical? I don't get it.
there are 3 things you can do to protect your children from obesity. And I know these are going to sound oversimplified, but these are also things that have been proven to increase good bacteria, similar to those of the skinny kids in the study. So moms and dads, do your best to keep your kids away from ultra-processed foods. That means anything from a box.
That's the box of cucumbers.
Right. True. Or a bag of ginger. True. Yeah, let's qualify this. Ultra-processed foods are things like Pop-Tarts, cereal, mac and cheese, unless it's
Protein
homemade.
bars.
Yeah.
Protein powders that are bad.
Right. So would you say cheese is a processed food?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're all about taking small steps and making big strides over a long period of time through those small steps. So if today you're having Cheerios, maybe tomorrow you're doing healthier Cheerios. And maybe
Like Nature Flakes is a really popular brand. You used to have me eat.
yeah, like you're just doing cereals that don't have any sugar in them. Maybe that's your next step. And then maybe one day you have a different breakfast, or you're doing sprouted buckwheat in your dehydrator.
It's a really big step, Mom.
Yeah, but I'm saying maybe you go from there to the Ezekiel, which is kind of like grape nuts, right?
I love Ezekiel.
Right, that's a really healthy cereal. Yeah, there's a lot. There are some cereals that are really, really delicious and can give your children the nutrition that they need to grow healthy bones, healthy hormones, and healthy brains that are not obese. Set your kids up for success. Don't set your kids up for diabetes and heart disease. I tried. I couldn't control what you ate at our friends' houses and at school. So we have to do the best we can without harming them. We did an episode about this where I really tried and I actually ended up causing harm. So just do the best you can. Just have your kids love fruits and vegetables and be like, I don't feel good unless I eat at home. I wish you felt that way.
That's how I felt. No,
Really?
I feel that way.
Oh, good.
I do feel that way now. I didn't before, but now I do.
Right, well,
I'm actually freaking out because I have a trip coming up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to eat any of the food that I'm going to have to eat.
we will find a strategy, I promise.
And I know, we always strategize together. So
Yeah.
if you guys need help also with the strategy partner, we're here for you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we have so many ideas.
And we have so many videos too that you can just like go watch and you'll get ideas from them.
Yeah.
Like we have a few what I eat in a days. I highly recommend you watch those.
It might be too big of a step, though.
But still, it gives you inspiration.
Ideas.
Oh, maybe I could do that with my carrot or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. The second thing you can do to empower your children to have healthy, happy bodies is to have them eat plenty of fruits and vegetables. And just find ways to make fruits and vegetables that your kids love, because that will help to build the good bacteria in their gut microbiome to set them up for success and not set them up for obesity and all of the problems that come from obesity. Like Penelope told me recently that she sat in the bathroom in the corner eating her lunch because of her social anxiety and enormous weight gain. That's really, really sad.
But that's also because I was so addicted to junk food. I felt the need to eat in hiding.
I'm so sorry. Well, that's also a sign that, your child has an eating disorder. Now, when you were much younger, I used to put microgreens in your lunch.
Oh my God, I was going to talk about this. Okay, so if you're a parent who's going to put microgreens in your lunch, your kid might just give them away, especially if they're addicted to processed foods. She gave me a bag of Sprouts. I tried to trade it with my friends for their Snickers, and they said, ugh, never, not in a day. Took the bag, threw it in the trash every day. Mom goes, how did you like your Sprouts? They were so good. And then flashback to me throwing it in the trash.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you didn't know that?
Oh my gosh. I thought you loved the microgreens.
No.
So then I get a phone call. And one of the moms is like, well, Penelope really scared Pierce today at lunch. And I said, well, what happened? She said, well, she told Pierce he was going to die. And I said, oh no, I'm so sorry. She's like, no, it's actually a good thing. I was like, what did Pierce usually eat for lunch? And she's like, well, all sugar, basically. Snickers and all kinds of candy.
Fruit roll-ups and Gushers.
Pure sugar. And so she's like, actually, I really think that it's going to make a change for the good. Pierce is now asking for some healthier foods. But I'll never forget when I got that call. You were what, like I think in fourth grade, third grade?
Fourth grade. That kid was crazy.
I wonder
Crazy.
why. Oh, I wonder why you get an ADHD diagnosis when you're eating a diet full of sugar. That's a topic for another time.
Let's just say I never won the food trading battles.
Sorry, not sorry?
Sorry, not sorry.
The third thing that you can do to ensure that your children are set up for success is make sure that they get plenty of exercise and that they sleep well and long enough.
So get them off of the electronics and get them outside.
Yeah, that was a big deal for us. It was okay up until we moved to California for some reason, and then it became a problem.
I think I spent like most of my life outside when I was a little girl.
You did.
I really don't remember being inside much. I remember
true.
being outside
Yeah.
all the time.
Yes, yes. In the fairy castle, on the trampoline.
My most vivid memories of my childhood are me playing with sticks and grass and being on the trampoline.
Yeah.
That's like super vivid, yeah.
Yeah, it's really important. I know it's so simple, but I know that your sleep was stolen. I had to fight against the phone because you just wanted to be on it all night long. And it was the trendy thing to do. It's like the cool kids were up late, you know?
Flip phones, I think, are the new thing, and I really would suggest that.
Yeah, but getting adequate sleep and getting plenty of exercise, believe it or not, adequate sleep helps your body to detoxify. It helps to fortify the healthy gut microbiome. And when you get exercise, it also helps to fortify a healthy gut microbiome so that it functions more optimally. This is a rather complicated topic, and we're going to have a ton of content on this to share with you. But we'd love to know what you think about this study. Comment below and let us know some of your opinions. We've said some edgy things, and we are always interested in knowing what you'd like to learn more about.
We're looking for 12 women who want to lose the weight without Ozempic, who are willing to eat whole foods, and who know they need support and that they can't do it alone. We're here for you. We have an accountability women's coaching group, and we want to help you today.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if this content is meaningful for you.